Hi everyone, Great Power 60 here. So I'm going to finally get at this masterboard that I've been wanting to do for a while. And here are all the papers that I've kind of prepared to just glue it on here. I couldn't find my glue book, so I had to grab another book that I don't use at all. Got my glue stick. I've got two of them. Yeah. And then this is a 12 by 12 that I was doing some stamping and kind of made a mess there. But this is the back of it, and I thought that'd be kind of cool for writing or whatever. Yeah, so let me get started. I'm gonna do a little bit of crafting here, craft and chat, I guess. I'm just gonna have to find a page to start crafting with. You know, it's always hard for me to start that very first one in the corners or whatever. Here, let's start with that one. And my glue book is just on the side here. I think I'm going to use my Elmer's glue and just do some pasting, as I call it. Oh, that's an old term. Does anybody else ever use that term anymore? Pasting. And of course I want to make sure that I got to stand up for this to get it right in. Roughly in the corner. I can always trim if I have to, or add more. Now, where's my card here? I just like to use that to make sure I get all the edges. So what is new, and what is new with me? Wonder if I should put it upside down, put it sideways, whatever. I gotta stop thinking about this. Stop thinking about stuff. So we're doing some research on moving companies for my son, and they're so expensive. You know, I mean, I was thinking it would be expensive. I have to stand up again. I was thinking it would be expensive for a big house, but they've reduced their furniture and things so that they could sort of start afresh. So it's not as many, not as big a house, you know, like it's not a house, it's just an apartment. And I think I'll put this one down here. Yeah, so I was doing that, helping them out with that and trying to get that done. And you saw in another video where I went to Michael's. Oh, I hope you can see. And picked up a few things. I know I have, that's not close enough, a box of Halloween stuff and a box of fall. I got leaves. I know I got all of that stuff in my stash, but it's all in storage, you know, making room for the family to move in for a while. And it's just been frustrating because, you know I have stuff in my stash. I know I do, but trying to find something. Maybe I got so much stuff. I did want to keep those holes, but I don't know. Maybe if I'm playing here, guys. I'm just playing. I kind of wanted to if I'm going to use those holes there, if I'm going to put that big piece there, I think it's too big. But I wanted the holes to be dark underneath. But so let's just tear that off. Maybe put a little bit more behind it, because I like the holes. I'd like to keep those. Be nice edging. Yeah. So I haven't gone downstairs to see what is down there. If you hear any noise in the background, it's my son and my grandson talking. And they tend to be a little loud. At least sometimes. Come on. There we go. I like doing the corners, and if there is a little space, a little bit of you know, just stressing will lighten it up. What else? I've got this. I'm wondering if I could put that right in the middle. Yeah, why not? Why not? That's what it's there for. I'm absolutely loving these papers that Louise sent me. It was absolutely a shock and a wonderful, wonderful surprise. I don't know why I felt like putting this right in the middle. Probably crooked, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm anxious to go down, and maybe I'll take you with me. Let's see, there's no glue under there. Darn it. Okay, maybe we can cover that with something. Okay. What else have we got? I didn't want to put that upside down. I could put that here. I'm not supposed to think. I'm just supposed to do it. Just supposed to do it. I'm really curious to find some of my supplies downstairs. Once my son and his son have left, I think I'll put it up here. And I go and retrieve all of my boxes. I'll be doing a big destash, well, people call it, oh, I should have pushed it over more. Oh well. Destashing when, I don't mean to destash as in sell, I mean destash as in reorganizing and get rid of stuff that does not belong. Oh gosh, here we go. Just a moment. All right. Just gave them a big heads up. I'm filming here, and they were playing. My son and his son were doing a little wrestling, having a little fun together, but when I'm filming, it's loud. I just smile. It's kind of fun. Fun to see them enjoying each other's company. I gotta stand up again, get it on the edge. Yeah, so once this is dry, I think I'll leave it overnight. Maybe not. Maybe I'll cut it up before. I don't know. I've got that one there. Do I want two? I don't. Yeah, I do, but not right now. I got some music there. Oh, that'll fit. That'll fit. Maybe we'll tear off the top so it's not so straight. Oh, I forgot where I was. Forgot where I was in my little story. Yeah, I've been watching some videos and getting some great ideas. I get a lot of great ideas. It's just to follow up with it, you know. I need to get things. Ooh, that is really cool, but I don't like all of that. All of that white there. And that's too narrow for that. But I could put that down here. I know I'm doing an awful lot of big pieces, but it's all going to be cut up anyway. I don't usually do big pieces. I don't usually use, when I'm doing masterboards, I usually try, most of the time, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I usually tear and not use a ruler or straight lines, but today I am, see, there's another little white spot there, but that's okay, we'll fix that later. So we got some text there. See, I got lots of these big long papers. I'm wondering if I can do this. I know they're big pages, but it's an experiment. Keep all those little pieces. And I'm doing it off camera. Yeah, I'm really anxious to find my stash of Christmas, Halloween, autumn. I've got a big folder full. That's too, nope, that's too close. Maybe I can put it to here. And we'll just cut that part off. Yeah, I'm using very large pieces, aren't I? Okay, I'm gonna have to fold that page over to glue. So I'm using my Elmer's glue instead of the extra strength one because it's a smaller container and won't last as long. So let us get that over, and there. Okay, I have one music there. Let's see what else I have. I have these pages that has been embossed, but I don't think it's going to work. And I also have this tissue that maybe I might put over things afterwards, but for now, let's just continue and try and find, I better not lose my ruler underneath everything. I'll be looking for it. Okay, what else have we got? I was going to put the text across there, wasn't I? But let's see what else I've got. I'm not distressing any of these edges. I could put it up here. I could put it down here. put it down there. Why not? I don't have any rhyme or reason. I'm just putting them on. I'm not supposed to think, but I do anyway. Yeah, so we'll get this lined up here. Yeah, I'm not distressing any of the edges because I don't know how it's going to be cut up. Ooh, here's another. Wouldn't it be great to put some of these? Do I have any other pictures, or is that it? Oh, I think it's just the two. Oh, it's too bad. Too bad for that. And I think I'm going to put that one up there. I don't have to have it that big, but I'm going to leave it anyway. Save those for later. And get these all glued down. Yeah. I didn't mention also when I was mentioning boxes of scrap stuff that I have, I've also got one for Valentine's Day and oh, I just ripped that one, and St. Patrick's Day, yeah, 1st of July, which is our Canada Day. I wonder if I should put one of these down here. See, here's another one that I don't know if you can see is embossed. I don't know how that's going to glue down. I better not use it. So I've got text and text. I could use another green one, maybe right here. And I think I like the numbers. So get the ruler out. And perhaps put that there. Yeah, I used to do different kinds of crafts. I used to do a lot of, instead of journaling and that kind of thing, I would make, you know, boxes and gift things and things that you could make and sell at a craft fair. See, there's green and green. I need one more piece of green, but do I want it, or shall I not bother? Leave just the two? I've got one like this. Oops. I think I would rather have it down here, although it would have been better up here, but whatever. It's all going to be cut up anyway. Probably crooked, but that's okay too. We won't know until it's totally cut up how it's going to look. Yeah, I used to make scented candles. I used to repurpose things. I would find something that didn't work anymore. I keep using it as an example, but it was my favorite thing to do. You know when you could go to the store and you buy those plug-ins where the water, it's like a waterfall, different kinds of things like that. There was, you know, something broke down. I used to take mine and repurpose it. Like, I don't know if I want another long strip or if I want some smaller ones. Make a decision. Make a decision. Here's one where I did some Semitic writing. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh, I've got this. That could be right cool there, or I could put it here. And it actually needs to tear exactly there. And I don't care if it's crooked. Yeah, this is a boring part for you guys to watch. That's why I'm trying to think of fun things to talk about. I don't have an exciting life when it comes to, you know, having family dinners. And, you know, I have 2 children, and, you know, my son is living here. And my daughter, of course, she's a nurse, and she has 3 boys, and she works a lot of night shifts. She did that because when the kids were little, she would have, I sometimes would go over and babysit. I think I'm going to, and watch the boys. I mean, when they were younger, when they went to school, of course, that's when she would sleep during the day while they were gone to school. And, but when they were younger, and did I do the right side? Okay. I used to go over and I always used to try and come up with fun adventures for us. I'm wondering if I should put that here. No, I'm going to put it here and overlap. I don't care. Yeah, I used to have obstacle courses. They were all 3 boys. So, we would have obstacle courses and all kinds of adventures. I used to come up with different things for us to do. I have a video of the boys. We had I had a whole bag of these really small balloons, maybe, you know, about this big, and we blew them all up, and there was 50 of them, and we decided that we would rub them on our hair. I'm wondering if this one, creating electricity, and then attach them to their body. So each one took a turn, and see how many balloons we could get on their body before they all started to fall off. What else did I do? There was another, oh, darn it. Oh, I just ripped that. Well, let's see how it's gonna look since I've already glued it. Oh, it's this way. Oh, no, it's not. It's this way. I guess we're going to have to do it this way. Would not do to have the 2 upside down. So I won't bother using that piece. So I need one for here. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The other thing I used to do with the boys is get them to draw something while they're blindfolded. So you get a piece of paper, and they had a small spot they had to draw on, and it was a lot of fun. And they had to make a suggestion. So when I did it, excuse me, I need a drink. When they blindfolded me, they had to make a suggestion on what, sorry, oh, here it is. Oh, it's right beside each other. No, that won't do. So I guess we're going to use text or paper. Yeah, and so I said, okay, what should I draw? And the boys said, a switch, is that what it's called? I'm terrible. You know, the gaming console where they play games on the thing. And I did a horrible job. It was hilarious. The boys were laughing. I love to make adventurous things for the boys. I'm just wondering, there's green there. That's kind of green. I'm wondering if I should cover it. Cover it with something else. I don't know. I find that's popping out at me. Popping out at me. Maybe I could cover part of it. No, I've already got one there. Da-da-da. Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing things like that. I used to have treasure hunts, you know, outside in the spring or in the summer. Oh, can't do that one either. I just had that one. I think we're going to put some text, paper, book page, Donna, on there so that it's not so in your face. I mean, I know it's going to get cut. Oh, maybe up here. Yeah, see, there's just the two green. That's all I have there. I'm gonna put it on anyway. It's just I found it was sticking out like a sore thumb. So I'm going to, no, that's text there, right? And that's text there. So maybe I'll do this, kind of separate it a little bit. I used to love making up games, hide and seek games, and you know, what's the color of something, and you'd pick something up in the house and they'd have to try and guess what it is. We also had one where each one of us took a turn hiding, say, a rubber duck or something. But we all had the same thing, but we had to hide it in the house. And it had to be limited. You couldn't go in the basement and you couldn't go upstairs. It had to be on the main level. So there's one there, one there. I wonder if I have another piece of that green to stick somewhere. Maybe that little piece. I just want to kind of balance it. I find that it's sticking out like a sore thumb. Yeah, maybe we'll put it right here. Just to kind of, I don't know. The threes thing, I've only got 2 of those, but that's okay. I can always add one down here. I don't really need any more. Okay, that is it. So I'm gonna let that dry. Get rid of this. I'm gonna clean up a little bit and I'll be back short. Okay, now while I was gone, I liked this tissue. I wanted to use it, so I've put it in 3 spots here. And it's a little sticky, so I'm going to get I call it my magic powder. It's just baby powder. And I just rub it on, and it just takes away the stickiness of the glue stick from places I don't want it to be sticky. Because when I'm putting these tissues on here, you know, you have to put the glue down on the surface and then add the tissue because it's so fragile. You can't. There we go. And this one, a little bit. Just takes away that stickiness. So there it is. I'm going to put it underneath, or do I want to cut it up now? Do I want to cut it up now? You know I do. I'm impatient. So I'm going to cut it up. But before I do, I think I'm going to have a little play. I'm just kind of holding it down. And just taking my blending brush and just going around the back of it while I'm holding it down. It's on parchment paper, so if there was any stickiness, it won't stick to the glass mat that I have there. I mean, I could do this afterwards, after it's all cut up. I'm just playing right now, just kind of giving it a little bit of time to dry. Yeah, just adding a little bit to the back just for something to do. So I think I'm just going to put all of my scraps, fold that over and put it back in the tray. I would have liked to have used some of these embossed pages, but they're so fragile that I'm afraid it would ruin them or cut them or whatever. And I kept all of these extra long and small pieces for pasting. We could do that. Yeah, there. When I was tearing it to separate it, a lot of pieces were coming off. So, all right, give me a sec. Okay. Now, how do I want to cut this? I could cut it in half, which is 6. Right? I could cut it in half. It's 6. I'm not even looking. Oh, I hope I got it the right way. Yes, okay. And then I could cut them 6, and that way it'll be 3 by 6, which would be great for a tag, right? So we'll do 3 by 6. There's the tag. I want to make sure it's the right way up, this way. Oh no, I don't remember. Okay. And another 3 by 6, so that way I've got 4 tags on here. 4 tags. I want to just make sure it's the right way up. Doesn't matter. Okay. So I've got 4 tags out of that. I could make a belly band out of 1, because this is 12, so I could make a belly band that would be 2 inches, right? 2 by, okay, let's just do it. I've never done this. Never. So this is 12. If I want to do a belly band, I usually do them about a size 8. Right? So that's a belly band. Then we're left with this piece. Until we turn it over, I won't know what to do with it. All right, so this is now 4 by 4, 4 by 3. If I do a 4 by 3, that would be a pocket. I can do another 4 by 3. Now what size is this one? 9. Yeah. I could do a 3. What did I say this was? 4. A 3 by 4 would be a good size for that. For another. And 2.5 by 3.5 would be an ATC, but I'm not going to do that. So this is now 6, and this is 4. So I could do 2 small ones. I could do 2. Yeah, I didn't cut these the way I usually do, but let's see what kind of disaster I have created here. Okay, so this is a tag and a tag. A lot of interest here. Tag, it's got some of that tissue. Okay, so those are tags. This would be a belly band that I would add to, obviously. I would round the corners, and I'll do that so that I know it's going to be, oh, big mistake, trying to cut it when it's still wet. It seems to work better when I cut it through the tissue. Okay, so that will be a belly band to decorate. Then I've got these, which are going to be pockets or tuck spots. Again, I'm going to round the corners. Seem to work better when I do it backwards. Okay, and then I need a notch. Let's find, I really like the 2-inch notch. There we go. There's a notch in that one. Yeah. Oop, should have done it the other way. Seems to work better when I do it the other way. There we go. And another one, another tuck or belly or whatever. That's about. Okay. Everybody's probably going, no, you cut them wrong. Belly band, tags, belly band, pockets or tuck spots, whatever you want to call them. And these could be narrow belly bands. They could. Let me round the bottom. And we'll do it this way. I just prefer the bottom rounded. It just seems to fit better into a sleeve or pocket or tuck spot. Okay, and let's round the bottoms of these. Again, upside down. Okay. Well, these would be interesting to decorate. What I was hoping with these is to use them for my fall or Halloween projects. So I've got a background, because it's all background, guys. That's all it is. It's just background for me to decorate soon. Soon. Okay, now I'm going to take my magic thing here. Now, which size do I want? I've got a couple that I cut, cards that I cut, to get different size of, depending on the, how big is that one? That one's really big. I may go with this one. I tried using, I have a corner, whatever it's called, one of these, but I find they're too small. It's okay for smaller. Oops. Can't even cut straight. Okay, Okay, so I used that one, so we'll flip it over. And there we go. Oh, that doesn't look very big, does it? I bet I should have done this. Oh, I don't like the size of that one. Did I use this one? No, I did not. Okay, let's use this one. Sorry guys, but it just seemed to be a little small for the size of the tag. Oh, got a tickle for some reason. Okay, I think that's a little better proportion for me. And maybe I'll just do this. It's a little bit off, but that's okay. Cut to there. Cut there. And I think I had 4 of them, didn't I? I mean, they don't have to be perfect. It just has to have the shape. It just has to have the shape. And everybody has their own desire, likes for different shapes of things. I don't really care too much. I mean, unless they're like way too small. Okay, so we've got 4 of these. We've got, oops, we've got a belly band. We have got 2 pockets. So we've got 4 of those. It's not kind of hard to see them all, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 pockets. Now I've got these 2. That didn't go very well. That corner didn't go very well. I'm not sure which one I used. Scissors. When in doubt, use your scissors. Okay. And I think I was going to make these just little skinny tabs, which means I could have used, I think this one will be okay. I could have used my machine or whatever it's called. Sorry, I'm just cutting it over the side. And again, and then we're done. I usually like to put the holes in my tags right away, but I don't know how I'm going to decorate these. There we go. All done with a mess all over me. All over me, all over my table, all over everything. Yeah. So next step from this, there's 4 of those tags, will be to decorate. And I think what I'm going to do is have, if this belly band is too long, I'm going to check the size of my, oh, here we are. I have it. I have one here. So this is definitely too long, which means I could easily cut off the bottom. And then this is the fall one that I wanted to use, and it is probably almost perfect. Perfect fit. Excellent. So maybe I'll keep that with that for now. I'll just put them all in here and use them whenever. So this is my fall one that I'm going to be making, not the Halloween one. And I've got a couple of ideas in here. I would love to try, for the Halloween one, I would love to do this. Where the head turns, I would love to do that. That is a really fun project. And I thought that would be cool in a Halloween one. So I've got so many fun ideas in here, hidden paper clips, all kinds of things that you guys have already seen before. I'm just going to enjoy it. Anyway, guys, that is it for me for today. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.